Next TV Sports, local sports broadcasting, proudly brings you tonight's matchup.
Welcome to Next TV Sports. I'm Todd Mitchell alongside Andy Bockham, and we are here at Waverly High School for the championship game in the sectionals versus Peebles versus the Adena Warriors. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Adena Warriors. We have number 12, Colin Uhrig, number 23, Clay Roll, number 32, Zach Welch, number 34, Buddy Barnes, and number 50, Logan Hosserman. Now let's take a look at the starters for the Peebles Indians. We have number 3, Nathan Stevens, number 12, Tyler Cottle, number 14, Blake Justice, number 30, Andrew Seaman, and number 42, Evan Mead. Well, Andy, as I said, this is the, I guess it's not the championship game, but, well, I guess it is a championship game. Sectional championship, yes. So the winner here will go to the districts, which is in Athens, Ohio.
It comes down to the Peebles Indians and the Adena Warriors, so we got a battle of the Indians tonight. Should be interesting one, Todd, and they're just getting ready to get things kicked underway here. Just a little over 1 minute left to go. We're going to take a quick commercial break here at Next TV Sports and bring everybody back with a tip-off. So stay tuned.
Tonight's sectional championship tournament matchup is brought to you by the Peebles Ohio High School Athletic Boosters. We'd like to thank them for their support. Also sponsored in part by Tim Newman's Auto Sales, David Parrott Medical, Rootbound Music, the Chosen Sisters High School Sporting Apparel, and the Youth for Human Rights. Chosen Sisters has everything you need to show your team spirit. You can find shirts, hats, signs, and those hard-to-locate high school letter jackets. That's not all. They offer custom work for your other projects as well. Everything from embroidery, personalized shirt graphics, photo prints, custom signs, banners, and window graphics. Stop in and see what they can do for you. Best Buy Motors offers the lowest prices in town. Most all vehicles are priced at $59.95 or lower. 1-year warranty with unlimited mileage is available. All trade-ins are welcome, and easy financing is available. Best Buy Motors, located on Main Street in Peebles, Ohio. If you would like to advertise with thenexttvsports.com, give us a call at the number below and talk to one of our representatives today.
Back to Waverly High School. This is a championship game featuring Peebles Indians against the Adena Warriors, and the winner here will head to the
district.
I say districts. I meant to say sectional, but I did say district. But they will head to the district, which are at the Convo in Athens High School, which we had the privilege of doing the Holzer Clinic Hoops Invitational there earlier this year.
Yep, and that was a good time.
So we're about ready to start the tip-off here at Waverly High School.
This is the sectional championship match. Both these teams here tonight, after winning their first rounds in the sectional tournaments, Peebles, they defeated Lynchburg in an upset, and Adena polished off Portsmouth West. So Adena does get the tip-off to start things off for this matchup. And we are underway, Todd.
And it's Uhrig with the ball, passes it off the corner. They try to dish it underneath to big Logan Hosserman, but he cannot get the handle. Now Nathan Stevens will drive, pulls up, and gets it to fall. So he'll go to the line for a chance at a three-point play. And that was Nathan Stevens for Peebles.
There's a quick start for Peebles. As Nathan Stevens drops the bucket in. And he'll go to the line to shoot a follow-up free throw and see if he can make this 3 points for the Peebles Indians. And that one off the mark, rebounded. Looks like number 32 has pulled that one down, Zach Skaggs. And back the other way, Adena comes with it.
There's Uhrig. Well, take it underneath. A nice drive.
He was left pretty wide open in the lane there as he took that one to the hoop with no problems.
We heard from some sources earlier that Colin Uhrig is coming on towards the end of the season. He's playing exceptionally well. The guy to watch on Adena, as we hear too, is Clay Roll, number 23. He's one of their better players.
Clay Roll, number 23. I'll keep an eye on him.
Blake Justice with a nice head fake. Gets Uhrig in the air, and he cannot complete, but rebound by Tyler Arnold. Nice pass to Evan Mead, and he's fouled. And he'll head to the line for a chance at three-point play. So a couple three-point opportunities the old-fashioned way here at Waverly High School.
Yep. Nathan Stevens had a shot the first time, but he missed his follow-up free throw, and Evan Mead now will have an opportunity to do the same. Let's see what he can do. And when I say do the same, I'm not saying miss it, but he has the same chance to
he has the
make
same
a
opportunity.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get his to fall either.
As he does miss it.
So the score is 4-2. Peebles ahead by 2 points over Adena. Just a little under 7 minutes to go in this first period of play.
And quickly back the other way.
Urick dishes it down to Hosserman. Hosserman with a nice turnaround move. Can't get it to fall, but gets his rebound and is fouled on the putback attempt. So it looks like their game plan early is to dump it down to the big guy for Adena anyway.
That foul's going to be on number 42, Evan Mead for Peebles, as he picks up his team's first.
And to see Logan Hosserman is a 6'8 sophomore, Andy.
Wow.
So young, got a couple more years to go, and who knows, maybe he'll even grow some more.
Fails on his first attempt from the free throw line, and will have a second opportunity. Definitely the biggest man on the floor for either team tonight. As you said, 6'8" Logan. Second shot's up, and he does get it to drop.
So Adena draws to within 1, and Peebles quickly across the timeline. Nathan Stevens will
set the
eye his defender a little bit, and Tyler Arnold gets it poked away.
Able to hang on to it. Andrew Seaman up top. Gets it to Nathan Stevens up top. And they are being very patient as they pass the ball around looking for a shot. Andrew Seaman with a little bit of an off-balance shot.
Shot will not go. That rebound by Roll. No, I'm sorry. That was number 32. Zach Skaggs with rebound.
And Adena back the other way. And Buddy Barnes drops it in for 2 points.
So with that shot, Adena takes the lead. Score is 5-4. It's just under 6 minutes to go. Nice pass to Andrew Seaman. He'll dish it out to Evan. They'll try to get it back under Blake Justice, and number 34 there to get a hand on it. That was Buddy Barnes. Comes up with it. And he traveled. That was number 32, Zach Skaggs with the travel as he fell down.
As we mentioned, Todd, the winner of this will move on and go to the Convo. At this time, we do not know who they would be. Oh, yes, we do know who they would be playing. They would be playing Ironton, actually.
Ironton, who defeated South Point last night, I believe, wasn't it?
That is true. South Point was an undefeated 15-0 coming into that matchup, and Ironton, a 6'8 team, upset them. So they moved on to the Convo, and will face the winner of this game. Could be Adena, could be Peebles.
Shot by Evan Mead didn't fall, so Adena back the other way. Score is still 5-4. And there's a Roll who's stripped of the ball as he goes up, and Peebles back quickly. Tyler Arnold will take it to the hole. No good. Rebound by Skaggs. Or Barnes, I'm sorry. It's Buddy Barnes with the rebound. Now Clay Roll back the other way, and he does get his shot to go, so the score is now 7-4, just under 5 minutes. Tyler Arnold will take an open three. Will not fall for him. Gets a hand on it, follows his rebound.
Who made that shot on the other end here, Todd?
That was Clay Roll.
That's what I thought.
A shot by Nate Stevens was blocked by Adena. So Clay Roll with the ball as he crosses the timeline for Adena.
Adena's showing some patience now with the ball.
They are. Pretty close game. 3 points separate these teams. There's Barnes, puts it on the floor and drives to the hole, and he'll get fouled. I'd say that foul's probably on Tyler Arnold. No, I'm sorry, it's on Nathan Stevens.
They gave that one to Nathan Stevens?
Nathan Stevens, yes. So just over 4 minutes. Barnes at the line. First shot is good.
Barnes.
Well, Andy, it's been a pretty fast-paced game so far. Looks like Peebles having a little bit of difficulty early getting some shots to fall.
It has, as Adena has jumped out now to a 9-4 difference over this Peebles Indians.
And Nathan Stevens will dish it down to Blake Justice.
Blake in the corner.
And Blake will put on some moves and drives, but gets it stripped away by number 12, Urick. And now Barnes with the ball for Adena. They look underneath to Hosterman. Had him there, but chose not to pass it in.
Peebles playing man-to-man defense on the Adena Warriors.
A roll
Shot
will
up
pull
top.
up for three, and
He was
they're going
fouled,
to call the
and,
foul on the box out, basically, by Tyler Arnold.
Pretty much raked his hand right down his chest there, and Roll will either go to the line to shoot three, I believe.
Arnold is first, team number 3. Play rule.
And that one is on Tyler Arnold that time. So that'll give the teams 3 fouls now. And like you said, Clay Roll will shoot 3 points. 3 shots, I should say.
Try for 3 points.
But we'll get 3 opportunities.
And as I said earlier, Clay Roll, one of the star players on the Adena team.
And he misses the second shot. And he will have a third opportunity as he was fouled on that 3-point attempt by Tyler Arnold. And his third attempt is up, and it's going to be good.
So 2 for 3 for Roll at the line.
And speaking of roll, the Adena Warriors are on a roll. They're up 11-4.
Yes, they are.
They've gone on a run. A 9-point run, matter of fact, 9-0.
Andrew Seaman will pull up and drill a 3.
Andrew Seaman stops that with a 3-point shot.
3-pointer by Andrew Seaman for Peebles brings Peebles to within 4 points of the Adena Warriors.
And Peebles are a very strong 3-point shooting team. We've seen them shoot quite a few this season.
Now Roll will pull up from way behind the 3-point line. It rattles around, doesn't go in, but Hosserman's there for the rebound. Cannot get the putback to go, and Peebles back quickly the other way. Seaman will pull up for another 3 and drills that one too. So 2 back-to-back threes by Andrew Seaman for Peebles brings Peebles within 1 point.
So just like that, the gate swing the other direction, and
Does
Peebles now on a
good.
6-0 run.
It's moved by Clay Roll, and he is stripped, but he is fouled at the same time, and I think Andrew Seaman's going to get charged with that foul for Peebles.
Actually, I believe it might be Blake
No,
Justice.
probably. I haven't been good at calling those tonight, so that's probably wrong again.
Well, yep, you are.
Yes.
So they are going to give that
Blake
one to Blake
Justice.
Justice. Blake Justice with the
So
reach
basically,
in.
if you hear me call your name, chances are you probably didn't commit the foul.
But that does send Clay Roll to the free throw line again.
At least I got the right team.
You got the right team, yeah. Peebles committed that foul. And Clay Roll with the shot. Makes it 12-10 now, Adena over top of Peebles Indians. Battle of the Indians tonight. Which one's going to be the mightier of the two?
Quite a few Indians in this region. Warriors and Indians and
And Clay gets the second one up.
Peebles back. Nathan Stevens has the ball. He's going to run off the pick. Gets it to Seaman again. He'll pull up for another 3 and almost gets that one to go, but no good.
Yeah, Andrew Seaman making back-to-back threes. Thought, why not? Let's see if we can make back-to-back-to-back. Didn't prove successful for him on that third shot.
Looks like they put Seaman on number 23 Roll. Peebles appears to be in a man-to-man. Barnes will drive. Dishes it off to Clay Roll, and he bobbles it and gets it back. There's Urig with the ball, and he travels with the ball. Oh, yes. Okay. I thought it looked like a travel to me. I thought they were going to call a foul, but it was a travel. So Peebles with the possession across the timeline. And that ball picked away from Blake Justice, and Barnes will take it all the way to the hoop and score. So again, Adena jumps out to a 5-point lead.
Blake Justice decides to take this one himself.
Blocked by Urig. I would say Adena does have a little bit of a height advantage on Peebles.
And they're showing that so far. We've seen a couple block shots from Adena. And people struggling to get anything inside working.
And Tyler Arnold's fouled by Clay Roll. Is that his second foul, Andy? First foul.
I missed one shot. I missed the foul earlier, so I'm not sure. It might be.
That is his first foul.
It's his first. Yeah, there is a player on the Adena's bench that I am missing a foul for. Maybe we can see if we can find out who that is.
And Blake Justice will take the ball out on the sideline for Peebles. And Peebles will dish it around the perimeter. Tyler Arnold with a head fake. And the defense collapses quickly. And there's number 32, Skaggs, who
And that will be his second foul.
gets the foul.
That foul we were missing for Adena is Colin Urich. Colin Urich has one, Clay Roll has one, and now Zach has two. So that
is
4 fouls for Adena.
The fourth team foul for Adena, as you said, and also fourth team foul for Peebles. So Evan Mead with a nice pass underneath to Evan Mead. He goes up strong, but it looks like Hosterman got him with the body. So Evan will head to the line.
Team number 5.
Evan 1 for 2 from the line, I believe, so far tonight.
I'd say Hauserman is definitely one of the gentlemen that they would like to get fouled out of this game, as he is the 6'8".
Evan gets the friendly roll on the first shot. See a pretty crowded house here tonight, Andy. I'm looking on both sides. I see a lot of red across from us and a lot of blue on the other side here. Yes.
Yeah.
I guess that's blue, or is that? Yeah, it's a dark blue, navy blue, probably.
Misses the second shot, Evan does, but it's brought down by Tyler Arnold.
Arnold gets it.
And Peebles will get a second chance to set this offense up.
Seaman will pull up from the baseline, doesn't get it to fall, and Evan Mead gets a hand on it, but Adena comes up with it.
Just under a minute left to go in this first period, and Adena is slightly in control, 4-point difference, 15-11.
Clay Roll with the ball as he crosses the timeline for Adena. He is met by Andrew Seaman, who's been playing in man-to-man all night.
He's going to have a job to do out there, that's for sure, as he is a very quick point guard.
Nice strip by Blake Justice. Tyler Arnold down quickly. He'll just take it all the way himself, and he gets 2 points. So with that score, Peebles pulls to within 2. The score is 15-13. Adena on top by 2.
We got 10 seconds left to go. I'm sure Adena will look to take the last
Garrett gets
shot
it to Clay Roll. Clay Roll pulls up for a 3 and nothing but backboard. Now Blake Justice with the
Blake
shot,
has a shot for a
at the buzzer and doesn't get it to fall. So there you have it. That's the end of the first period of play here at Waverly High School. The score is 15-13. Adena on top by 2.
We'll take a quick break and bring everybody back right after this.
Best Buy Motors offers the lowest prices in town. Most all vehicles are priced at $59.95 or lower. 1-year warranty with unlimited mileage is available. All trade-ins are welcome, and easy financing is available. Best Buy Motors, located on Main Street in Peebles, Ohio. If you would like to advertise with thenexttvsports.com, give us a call at the number below and talk to one of our representatives today.
And welcome back. We're getting ready to start the second period here at Waverly High School of this sectional championship matchup between the Peebles Indians and the Adena Warriors. And so far we are in a tight match. It's 5-4, 15-13. I was reading the foul count there, actually. 15-13 with Adena Warriors over top of Peebles. And we are getting ready to start the second period as the Peebles Indians will have possession to start things off.
As we got a few quick stats here for you, Andy. Starting the end of the first period, we had Peebles was 1 for 4 from the free throw line. And
sure Coach would like to see that.
Okay, and Adena 7 for 9, so not bad. But Adena was at the line 9 times, so more than doubled
7 for 9,
Peebles'
that's
free
pretty
throws.
good.
And rebounds, Peebles, Adena in at 8, and Peebles with 4. Turnovers, Adena with 5, and Peebles with 3.
Nails a pull-up jumper for Peebles. Brings them to a tie ball game now. We're locked at 15 here early in the second period. And there's a roll
Barnes
there by Barnes.
Gets it under, gets it to go. So the tie didn't last for long there. Well, there we almost get another one back, but Tyler Arnold misses that shot, falls out for him, and Adena back quickly with the ball. Roll will dish it out to Barnes. Barnes will take a 3, and off the rim, and we're going to have a tie-up. That was Urich and Justice, both had a hand on the ball.
And with a jump ball call, that will go Adena's favor.
Interesting stat, though, Andy, that Adena was at the line, double the amount of free throws at the line as Peebles. But yet they were tied on team fouls.
Missed shot, but rebounded by Adena and put back in. Colin Urig with the putback.
I guess that just goes to show you that Peebles is finding them shooting more than on the floor. And Seaman with the ball at the top of the key. Get out to Evan Mead. Looks like get an offensive foul called on Seaman, maybe? Oh, no, I'm sorry. That foul was on Clay Rowe. Who was that foul on? He said 2-3. Number 3, okay. I got the 3 part, but I thought he said 2 in front of it.
That was Nathan Stevens getting the foul pickup. Not sure what happened there as I was looking down. But whatever it was.
I think they got him with an elbow maybe or push off.
Possibly. Jostling for position underneath. Wouldn't expect Nathan to be your post man, though, as he is a 5'7" sophomore.
And there's Hosserman with 2 underneath. And he's definitely going to be a force to contend with for Evan Mead underneath. And Blake Justice pulls up for a 3 and drills it. So he pulls Peebles to within 3. Score is 21-18, just under 6 minutes to play in this first half.
Peebles may have to rely on some of that 3-point percentages of theirs in order to stay in this game. As like you said, Hauserman is a huge threat underneath.
And Jurg will put it on the floor. Dish it out to Barnes. He'll take a 3 and drills it himself. So Barnes with the 3 to combat the 3 from Peebles.
And Barnes right now is leading all scorers with 11, actually, for the Adena Warriors.
Tyler Arnold
showing that he's also a major threat.
And Nathan Stevens will put it on the floor and drive and gets it to roll in. So score now 24-20.
But either team actually running away with this tonight. It's going to be
really.
a tight one to
you
the
see
end.
Adena's pulled away a little bit, but they've never stayed ahead by much.
They've shown to have a little bit of a more advantage by having the size, like you said earlier. But this is pretty much anybody's game.
Roll pulls up on the baseline. His shot will not fall. And Jurg with the ball, rebound, and his putback won't go.
Jurg's going to be called for a foul.
It's going to be a second foul, I believe, isn't it, Andy? Yes. So Jurg tries to go for the rebound and cannot get it.
Gets a hand in Evan Mead's face there.
I will have to say Evan Mead is playing pretty strong underneath. I mean, he's giving up, 5 inches to Hosserman.
Looks like Nathan Stevens is going to take a breather. Not sure who just checked in. I believe Tyler Cottle might have just checked in, number 12.
He did. Tyler Cottle just checked in for Nathan Stevens. And Andrew Seaman will bring the ball up the floor. Dishes it down to Blake Justice.
Oh, and Blake lost the dribble out of bounds.
It out of bounds. And so kind of a rare turnover by Justice.
Just a missed dribble, lost it right out of bounds.
So Adena back the other way, leading by 4, scores 24-20.
Well, we got a foul on the floor.
Yes, they're going to. And I actually was looking down at the time, Andy, but
Adena 23, Clay Roll, is second.
That foul's going to be on Clay Roll. So.
Indians number 12, Tyler
I'm sorry.
Cottle is first.
Is that on B? It was a double foul. Clay Roll and Tyler Cottle. So the referee's
another whistle blown. What we got here?
Trying to keep this one from getting any more heated.
And Tyler Cottle just gets a second foul, so he hasn't even been in the game for 30 seconds, and he's picked up for 2 fouls.
So both teams in the bonus now.
I'm not sure what that foul was for. I was looking down.
Looked like a hold. It gets 5-yard.
And that puts who is that, 34?
Yes, that's Barnes at the line.
And that's definitely not who you want shooting. The guy has done excellent tonight as he's got 12 points on the evening.
Yeah, and I got caught watching the game there a little bit, Andy. I forgot to talk.
Misses his second shot.
And Andrew Seaman pulls down the board.
And Andrew Seaman will bring it back the other way for Peebles. Dishes it up to Blake. Blake with a long 3-point.
And drills it. Nice looking shot by Blake as he pulls back and lets it fly. So he brings Peebles to within 2.
Downtown. That was a
He also had number 24 in his face. That is Chris Welsh, who's in the game for Adena. A little bit of a height disadvantage for Welsh.
So Adena
Clay Roll with the ball. Spin move. He'll pull up for a 3 and can't get the 3 to go. Rebound by Seaman. Out quickly to Tyler Arnold. And Arnold will pull up for a 3 for Peebles. Shot no good. And the rebound comes down to
Seaman got
Clay Roll.
poked that away. So Peebles living on the edge tonight, shooting them three-pointers up there.
It's 25-23. Close game.
They have stayed in it by nailing some of those three-pointers.
And I believe what was Adena number 5 seed and Peebles a 13 seed. So Peebles definitely coming into tonight as an underdog.
That is correct. And that doesn't mean anything, as we saw the number 13 Peebles knock off the number 4 Lynchburg.
Oh, exactly. It doesn't. Like I said, it's one game and depends on who comes to play. There's Clay Roll, gets underneath baseline and gets the shot to fall, so he extends the lead for Adena by 4.
Peebles needs to come up with an answer on defense. It seems like Adena is able to come down and get some pretty good shots off.
And I believe Justice is going to draw the foul on Welsh.
Foul number 24, Chris Welch, his first. Team number 8.
And I don't have Blake's free throw shooting percentage in front of me, but as we've seen all year, he is an excellent free throw shooter. I know the coach uses him for technical shots normally. By the way, the coaches for both teams tonight, Todd, they are
Lou Postage and Doug McFarland. Lou Postage for Adena Warriors and Doug McFarland for the Peebles Indians.
And Blake dribbles it off his leg again underneath the basket and commits yet another turnover for the Peebles Indians. Trying to take it into the land of the Giants and couldn't hang on to it.
So Peebles with 2 kind of rare, as I said, rare turnover. You don't see Blake turn it over a whole lot this season. As we said, the score is 27. Barnes with another 3 and drills it. So Barnes just gives Adena a 7-point lead. Score is 30-23. And Barnes has been red hot from the three-point line.
He's got 15 points this first half.
There's Seaman can't get a nice rebound by Evan Mead.
He's fouled.
And he's fouled on the putback. Let's see who that fouls on. Is that on Hosterman? Yes. I'm sorry, Hauserman.
And that's his second foul. But I tell you, the player they need to be shutting down right now is that Buddy Barnes. 15 points in the first half.
They do,
This half is far from over. You still got 3 minutes of play to go.
Well, like we said earlier in the game, we said focusing on Clay Roll and Uric, and Clay has put some points on the board. Uric only has 4 so far. But as you said, Andy, Barnes has come on strong.
He's on his way to a 30-point game at this rate.
I think he's hit 3 or 4 3-pointers.
Evan misses the second, and it looks like we're going to have a quick foul going the other direction. Let's see who this call is going to be on. And that's Tyler Cottle.
Take that back, Indiana. Barnes only has 2 threes. Seems like he had more than that, but
Nathan Stevens is going to check in for Tyler Cottle as he just picked up his 3rd foul. And he sent the very dangerous Buddy Barnes to the line with that foul. And he makes good on his shooting again as he nails his first of 2 free throws.
bit danger time here for Peebles. Don't want to go into halftime trailing by too many points. Still plenty of time in this half. A little over 2.5 to go.
Down 7, 31-24.
Dish down to Nathan Stevens. Can't get a handle on it and tries to save it, but steps on the out of bounds.
The turnovers have been a killer.
They have been
tonight.
They've also been a momentum breaker.
Do we know how many turnovers Peebles has this evening? And Adena will bring it back down the other direction. And see if they can extend their lead as they're leading now 31-24. And we got a quick foul up front by Andrew Seaman.
Peebles with 8 turnovers so far in tonight's game. That's on Skaggs. That's Skaggs' 3rd foul.
Adena.
And that is 3rd foul on Zach Skaggs.
And I didn't see it, but I assume they would probably bring in a substitute for him. As they have not. He stays on the floor with 3 fouls.
Now
a little over 2 minutes to go in this first
gets
half.
up off the bench, so he'll probably will replace him. Right now, Welsh is guarding, shadowing Blake Justice. Lob in to Evan Mead, and Evan gets up strong, but he's blocked. and does get a handle, and it comes down with the rebound.
He gets it in the corner.
Hustled by Evan Mead, and Blake Justice will pull up for a three and drills it. So Welsh took his eye off with Blake Justice, and Blake made him pay for it by 3. So now Peebles pulls back to within 4. Score is 31-27.
Peebles staying in the man-to-man defense, and Adena moving the ball around top, possibly looking to get it underneath. The big man, number 50, Logan Hauserman's out, however, right now, as he's been in foul trouble. We have a turnover. He carried the ball.
Uric carried the ball. That is 3 3-pointers for Blake Justice on the night so far. I think Andrew Seaman has 2.
And that's what we have Blake clocked at as well. 9 points, 3 3-pointers. Had one trip to the line, and he missed his free throw shot. See if I can get that out there. And Blake with the ball now will take
for another 3.
Another 3-point
a little short
shot
on that one, yeah.
And that one's off the mark. Might have hurried that one a little bit.
Nice rebound by Andrew Seaman. Dishes it to Nathan Stevens for 2 points. So Peebles pulls to within 2. A nice flurry here at the end of the first half. And Peebles has cut the deficit to 2 points.
I wonder if Adena's a bit surprised tonight. I don't know what. Nice spin move.
It's moved by Clay Roll. He draws a double team and still gets it to go in. Barnes picks that pass off and another quick score. So just like that, Adena jumps out to a 6-point lead.
It
Back
goes
and
quick.
forth.
Changes
It does.
quick.
It has.
And I tell you what, Buddy Barnes has been all the offense for Adena. He has 18 points in this first half.
And Welsh is going to foul Blake Justice. Looks like they've told Welsh to stay in Blake's grill and probably report back what kind of chewing gum he's chewing at the end of the game.
Stay in as a grill, huh?
Yeah.
What was that thing I saw on TV this weekend? One of the newest, hottest quotes from movies. I drank your milkshake. Have you seen that yet?
No, I haven't.
I guess it's the newest quote that's being stolen from one of Hollywood's movies, and I can't even think of what the movie's called right now, but it's like, I drank your milkshake. It's basically an insult and kind of an in-your-face kind of comment.
Well, Justice gets the first free throw to fall. So with all that flurry and everything, Andy, they still only trail by 5 points. And make that 4 points. I mean, if you're Adena, you kind of got to look back and look at those rolls and then say, how is Peebles still here?
3-pointers. Peebles living on the edge with those 3-point shots, and that's kept them in this.
And the pass almost thrown away, but Barnes comes up with it. He's guarded closely by Tyler Arnold.
And we have 7 seconds left.
It's picked away by Blake Justice, and he'll have the last shot. He'll pull up for the 3. Oh, and it's short. Nice line on it, but it was short. So at the end of the half, the score is 35-31. Adena ahead of the Peebles Indians by 4 points. Well, Andy, we will
take a look at some of our halftime stats.
You want to take a? We'll go to a quick.
We got any? We can take a quick break.
Let's go take a quick break, and then we'll pull our stats together, and then we'll come back and go over.
All righty, we'll do that, and we'll bring everybody back right after break. Once again, it's the Adena Warriors leading over the Peebles Indians 35-31.
Chosen Sisters has everything you need to show your team spirit. You can find shirts, hats, signs, and those hard-to-locate high school letter jackets. That's not all. They offer custom work for your other projects as well. Everything from embroidery, personalized shirt graphics, photo prints, custom signs, banners, and window graphics. Stop in and see what they can do for you.
If you would like to advertise with thenexttvsports.com, give us a call at the number below and talk to one of our representatives today. All right, welcome back here at Waverly High School. I'm Andy Bach. I'm sitting next to Todd Mitchell, and we are going to take a quick look at some of the halftime stats. And Todd, are we ready to run down some of our stats?
Yeah, let's take a look at
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take a look at our total rebounds for Peebles has total rebounds for Peebles are 11, and Adena followed closely by 12. Turnovers for Peebles 7, and for Adena 8. So that's kind of surprising. Of course, down at the end, there were a couple crucial ones, but kind of thought Peebles may have had more than that. But 7 and 8, and as far as free throws goes, it looks like Adena has been to the line to shoot 13 free throws, and they've made 9 of those, and Peebles has been there to shoot 9, and they've made 4 of those. So let's look at the scoring.
Look at some of our quick score leaders. We know already the leading scorer would be Adena, Buddy Barnes, as he's clocked in right now at 18 points for that first half. He's on track for a 36-point game. So Peebles have to look at that and take it serious, come back out in the second half and try to do something about that. But following Buddy Barnes on the Adena bench, we have Clay Roll with 10, Colin Uhrig with 4, and Logan Hauserman with 3. You want to run down the Peebles?
Sure. We have Nathan Stevens, who going into the half with 8. Blake Justice with, looks like, 11. Tyler Arnold with 2. Andrew Seaman with 6. And Evan Mead with 4. The only person in foul trouble for Peebles would be Tyler Cottle, who has 3. And Zach Skaggs on Adena. I don't know if you mentioned that or not. He also has 3.
I did not.
Of course, in some to note, Clay Roll with 2 and Uhrig with 2, and who are 2 of their better players. Buddy Barnes has no fouls, who actually is the lead scorer for both teams tonight.
And with that, that's our stats for the first half. We're going to take a quick commercial break and bring everybody back for the second final half.
Yes.
Here
Second
at Next
and
TV
final.
Sports. So stick around. It's going to be a good one.
Tonight's sectional championship tournament matchup is brought to you by the Peebles Ohio High School Athletic Boosters. We'd like to thank them for their support. Also sponsored in part by Tim Newman's Auto Sales, David Parrott Medical, Rootbound Music, The Chosen Sisters High School Sporting Apparel, and the Youth for Human Rights. If you would like to advertise with thenexttvsports.com, give us a call at the number below and talk to one of our representatives today.
Welcome back to Waverly High School. We're just about ready to start the second half of play. During the halftime there, Andy, we kind of discussed some of the keys to the first half. In that second period, Peebles out-rebounded Adena 7-4, which kind of helped them stay in the game. And also, Blake Justice has pulled in 3 threes and Seaman with 2 threes. So the three-pointers have definitely helped Peebles stay in the first half. Keys to the second half, I think if you're Peebles High School, you need to shut down Buddy Barnes. He's been killing him. His total score was what? He had 18 points in the first half. And also, if you're Peebles, you want to definitely crash the boards and stop Roll's penetration. For Adena, basically, I think, get it down to Hauserman more, feed it into the post, and try to exploit the height advantage that Adena has over Peebles. And also, if you're Adena, you want to defend a 3. Push Peebles out farther away from three-point line and make them, don't give them those easy looks at 3s.
I'll add a little note to that. Keep it in number 34's hands and see if Buddy Barnes can continue his hot streak.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. You got to get on him though and defend him. You got to force him to make a harder shot at it.
They're not going to cover him, then keep giving it to him and see what he can do. And as you said,
you said for Adena.
Clay
Okay,
Roll.
gotcha. Yeah,
Keep it in Clay Roll's hands as he's been going to the bucket really nice.
Yeah, Roll, I definitely is the go-to guy. And as you see, if this game stays close and they go down the thing, Blake Justice with a steal takes it close and gets it to go. So Blake gets the steal and takes it to the basket and gets 2 points. So it brings Peebles to within 2. Score is 35-33. Yeah, as you said, Andy, before, if I would say look for the ball to be in Roll's hands more and more as the game gets closer to the end.
As they may anticipate people shifting gears and trying to cover Barnes a little better, they might do that. There's a
and
block.
Barnes blocked by Seaman. And Evan Mead comes up with the loose ball. So Peebles with a chance to tie or go ahead with a 3. And Nate Stevens will take it under. He's blocked by Hauserman. So
I'm not even sure Hauserman left his feet to
I
block
don't think
that
he
one.
did either. He just kind of reached out, I think, and got his hand on it.
6'8" versus 5. What's he? 5'9", 5'8", something like that for Nathan Stevens.
Nathan Stevens is
5'9",
5'7".
5'7". So that's a whole foot difference plus reach. So
Yeah, more than a foot.
we have a traveling call there as Barnes drug his feet and gets called for the travel, and the turnover will go into people's favor there. So people still trailing by 2. in this third period, 35-33, and a chance now to tie it or even go ahead. And we'll see what they opt to do with it. Coaches for tonight's game, as we mentioned, Doug McFarland is the head coach for the Peebles Indians, and Lou Postage is the head coach for Adena. I missed that call. What happened there?
Travel call.
Ouch. There's the turnover. So travel for Adena and travel for Peebles. So
back-to-back travels. So Adena with the ball. Clay Roll is going to bring it across the timeline for Adena. He's taking his time.
And I was watching a little bit of Adena play when they were playing Portsmouth West.
And Roll just casually dribble down the floor and pull up for three and nail it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Was he would casually bring that ball up.
I think you've got to get in his face and make. Of course, the problem is you get too close to him, he's quick, so he might blow around you. Dish to Evan Mead, and he'll go up strong and draws a foul.
And that's going to be number 3 for Hauserman. And that might be Peebles' key here. Keep taking it to Hauserman and see if you can get him in some foul trouble, as he has 3 fouls now. And we're only just barely 3 minutes into the... We're not even 3, just 2 minutes into the third period.
2 minutes, yes. So Evan Mead at the line for a chance to bring Peebles to within 3.
And Mead has 5 on the evening, including that one. And with this next one, he, like you said, could bring them within 3 points of Adena.
Second shot strong. Seaman gets handled. Actually, Tyler Arnold comes up with it, gets it back out to Seaman. Nathan Stevens will pull up for a shot just inside the three-point line and nails it. So Peebles draws within 1, scores 38-30. I'm sorry, within 2, 38-36. So here comes Clay Roll across the timeline again for Adena. Looks pretty similar to last time. He came down and just pulled up for a 3. And he will dish it off this time. He receives it back. Guarded closely by Andrew Seaman.
Andrew Seaman guarding him.
Now Uric will put it on the ground and gets under and gets it to go. So Uric on the smaller Nathan Stevens and gets around him.
Adena's shown that they are a very quick team when they need to be, as we've seen Uric make the drive to the bucket, Roll himself. Both of them guys are very fast as they're able to make moves to the basket.
Tyler Arnold with an open 3 and doesn't get it to fall.
Rebounded Logan Hauserman.
So Peebles,
there's Uric again.
There we go, and drills it. That's Clay Roll from the corner with another 3-pointer.
It's actually Zach Skaggs nailed that one.
Zach Skaggs.
And that's his first buckets of the evening. And Blake down the other way.
Blake with a 3. So it's a 3-point shootout for both teams.
And we have an invalid inbounds pass.
It looks like he didn't, I don't think he let go of it before Roll got it, did he? Now Barnes is arguing with the referee, but Clay Roll pulls him back quickly as to not get a technical foul.
And Adena's head coach decides to take a timeout as he wants to cool things down and not let any of his players get out of control. And that's probably a very smart move to do. And I didn't see if that was a full timeout or if it was a short timeout. I'm not sure, but 43-39. It's like, Andy, it just seems like when Adena's pulling away, like Peebles come down and nails a 3 or something. And keeping this game close. So Peebles will have the ball after this timeout. I didn't actually see what happened down here, but I think possibly he may have handed the ball off to him, didn't let go. I'm not really sure what happened, but yeah, hadn't established himself in bounds, and that'll get you.
So good game. It's been a great game so far.
Peebles, they're struggling to stay up with this Adena team. As they get close, Adena makes a couple moves to pull away a little bit, and then Peebles climbs right back up that mountain, and that's kind of the way it's been all the game. Now, Peebles did lead at one point, 4-0 at the very beginning of the game. They did.
It's been also, turnovers have hurt them a little bit. Seems like at some critical times, they'll get a couple of turnovers.
And it seems like that's happening to both teams.
Stop the runs. Yeah, like you said here, Peebles trailing by 4 and has a chance to lessen that deficit with a score here. Tyler Arnold will go up, and he draws a foul on Clay Roll. That's Clay Roll's 3rd foul of the game. And so that's not only sends him to the line for 2 free throws, but it also an important foul on Roll.
It's only the team's 2nd foul this in this half, so they're not in any major foul trouble. But like you did say, Zach, Clay, and Logan are all playing with 3 fouls right now. And Arnold is able to make his first shot. Arnold been relatively quiet. He's only got 3 for the evening.
Tyler Arnold gets them both to go. So he brings Peebles within 2. Score now is 43-41.
Ah, the ever-escent 2. We've seen it several times.
We have.
Peebles has not been able to get over that mountain, and that's just where they've been. And here is number 23, Clay Roll. Like you said, he's casually dribbled down and launched it before.
And I'm not sure what the call is.
He's going to pull the other ump together here and discuss something.
Something might be happening underneath. Might be getting a little too rough or something. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out when everyone else does.
I do not know how to read lips.
Be nice to go to our sideline reporter here.
And let's see, he's going to go to the scores table and make some kind of assessment, but I don't know what it is. And he's talking, one of the refs is talking to the Adena head coach.
I don't know if there's a discrepancy on time or something, or it looks like the one of the referees is asking something of Coach McFarland.
As well, the other ref was asking something from Coach New Postage. So I don't know
Might have
what
been
was being discussed.
A clock discrepancy or something, and they were asking if both coaches are all right. I'm not sure.
It's possible, or maybe they're just trying to get the possession error straightened out. I do not know.
And Roll loses it, and Tyler Arnold comes up with it, and that's basically a tie-up on the floor. Although
That will be a jump ball. And
that's a tough call, Andy. Uric had his hand on it. Was of course, if he didn't have possession, I guess, but he was laying out of bounds.
And they did call it a jump ball. And I didn't see it because of this nice bar, but
Yeah.
you say his body was out of bounds when he...
Well, he was laying out of bounds, so if he had any kind of
And that's
possession
what
on
they
it, would have
call
been a turnover.
The possession arrow did not change.
Okay.
I stand corrected there. It did change, so they did call it a jump
They
ball.
did call a jump ball, but I'm not sure how that went. Dish down to Evan Mead. Evan goes up strong and
have
2
a tie ball
points. So we are tied at 43. So Peebles has managed to claw their way back into this one. Actually, they really haven't been out by that much.
I think they were down 7 or 8 at one point, but other than that, they have climbed back up the mountain and stayed in this.
And Roll will pull up for a long 3. No good. Rebound by Uric. And Uric double dribbles. So another costly turnover by Adena. And it will give possession back to Peebles. So both teams turning the ball over at inopportune moments.
And now Peebles with an opportunity to take the lead, as they have not really enjoyed the lead much tonight. Very little in the first period when they went up 4-0.
Justice pulls up for a shot right inside the 3. Seaman with the rebound, banks it off
High
the
off
rim,
the
doesn't
backboard.
go.
And Nathan Stevens with a quick reach.
And that's his
Third foul. Third foul. My chicken scratch isn't very clean, but that's 3.
So that is the first team foul of the second half for Peebles. And Adena has 2 team fouls. So neither team in any team foul trouble yet.
It's a brand new ball game right now. 43-43.
Just under 3 minutes to go in the third period. There's Skaggs drives in, dishes it off to Clay Roll. So they get it down to Hauserman. Hauserman goes up with it strong with that shot. So Hauserman has a height advantage, but they haven't really utilized it a whole lot.
Couldn't get the...
Evan Mead will take a long shot on the baseline. It doesn't get it to go. Rebound by Blake. Well, Blake gets a hand on it, and Hauserman on the floor. Now Adena finally comes up with it. Clay Roll back quickly.
And he's getting bumped a little bit.
And he tried to draw the foul from Nathan Stevens. No call. Andrew Seaman back quickly. Doesn't get it to fall. Nice defense by Hauserman.
Might have felt a little bit of the heat from the 6'8"
I think he did. Breathing down on him.
6'8" sophomore.
A couple quick flurries and no points to show for it for either team. And Roll will put it on the floor, and he draws the foul.
Fouled by Seaman.
So that foul is going to be, I'm not sure if they're going to call that on the floor or if that's going to be a shooting foul or not. I'd say it's going to be on the floor.
Seaman's had a tough job tonight trying to guard him, as Clay Roll is very fast with his turns and drives to the bucket. And Cottle will check in.
He's going to replace Nathan Stevens at number 11 for
That's Eamon Boyle. He's going to check in
for Barnes, I believe. Or no, who did he come in for? Hauserman.
Hauserman.
Yeah. And Barnes will take it to the hole, and he traveled with the ball. So we haven't heard a lot from Barnes in this second half so far.
He's been quiet. Maybe they're keeping him in their back pocket as a secret weapon when they need him, but he travels there. Kind of a shot in the foot. Turning the
So
ball
we're still
over.
knotted at 43, Andy. It's what about 4 minutes ago, or 2 minutes ago, off the clock with no score. Dish down to Tyler Cotto. He'll take it up over Boyle and doesn't get it to go.
Little tie-up underneath between Cottle and Boyle.
Barnes back quickly. Dishes it to Urick. Urick with 2 points underneath. So nice ball movement by Adena, and they get 2 points out of it. Now Blake Justice will put it on the ground. He'll take it to the hole, and he's going to get called for the charge.
I kind of seen that one coming.
That negated that 2 point. Did get the basket to go, but did not release it before he got the charge call. So the points will not count. So Andy, 1:37 to go, 45-43. Adena in the lead by 2.
So Adena able to capitalize off of that charge. We'll bring it back down the other direction by regaining possession, and they're up 2 points, 45-43 over top of Peebles.
Roll with a nice move, a little strong, but rebound by Urick and
He
blocked
swatted
by
away.
Andrew Seaman.
And Blake Justice comes up with it.
He'll turn on the
take it
Burns,
himself.
take it to the hole,
And he is literally mugged.
and you're going to call a foul. Looked like I was looking at the
Jeez.
referee, had his hand close to behind his head, so
I
I,
don't know who
wasn't
they
sure if
call
he was
that
going to
on.
call a charge or
You've
not.
got 3 different players you can call that one on. And
Either way, looks like he's going to send Blake Justice to the line.
and they
That
gave
was
that one to
on,
Colin Urick, which is his 3rd foul. So Adena's got several of their players now playing with 3 fouls apiece. And Blake Justice to the line with a chance to tie it.
A little short on the first one.
Knocks that one off the front of the rim, no good.
So Justice will have another attempt at the line. See if he can bring Peebles to within 1.
Blake Justice is a 6-foot freshman who is playing more like a senior, as he's shown several times this year. Very good player.
And Adena gets
Does get
it
a
across.
second one.
They get it to Roll. And Roll is out on the extended wing. As I don't need to probably tell you that, as you can see it yourself. And Urick with a nice move gets around Cottle. But looks like Barnes bobbles it a little bit. Does manage to come up with it.
He'll take it himself.
Oh, a nice baseline move by Barnes.
And Barnes wakes up.
So just under 30 seconds to go, or just a little over 30 seconds to go. 3rd period, and we'll get another tie-up.
They call it another jump ball situation.
It looks like a little bit of emotion there from some of the players.
So they do get a jump ball situation call, and that will go to
The Adena's possession. Arrow switches back to Peebles on the next tie-up. 47-44, Roll will drive, dishes it off to Urick. Urick thinks about it, steps in, gets it back to Roll there.
So 15 seconds left to go in this period.
And Urick will pull up. Doesn't get a shot to go. Rebound by Cottle. Cottle with the last second shot, and it's short. So that's it for the 3rd period of play. The score is 47-44. Adena ahead by 3 over the Peebles Indians.
We'll be right back for the 4th and final quarter. If you would like to advertise with thenexttvsports.com, give us a call at the number below and talk to one of our representatives today.
And we're back to Waverly High School to start the 4th and final period of play with the Adena Warriors ahead of the Peebles Indians. It scored 47-44. Well, Andy, it was a fast and furious 3rd period. We saw some big shifts. We saw Adena up by 9, I think, maybe, possibly.
At 1 point.
At 1 point. Then Peebles closed to within 1, I think. And that was tied. I'm sorry. We were tied there for a while, 43.
Possession error will play in Peebles' favor to start this fourth period, as they trail by 3, 47-44. Adena overtop the Peebles Indians. In this District 3 Sectionals final tournament here, the winner of this will go on to play at the Athens Convo for districts.
Justice pulls up for a nice open look and gets 2 points, so he brings Peebles within 1.
It'll be interesting to see which team can turn on the gas this fourth quarter, because that basically is what this comes down to see what team can outlast the other one. And there's
Rolls
a long
three-pointer will not go. Hauserman with the rebound doesn't get it to go, and it's going to stay Adena's ball. Looks like it may have gone off of Evan Mead. I was just looking down through here, Andy. They only senior for Adena is Colin Urig, and looks like Rolls a junior. Barnes is a junior. A lot of juniors on the team.
Both these teams will be interesting to watch next year, as Peebles is
long
in a very
three
similar
by Barnes,
situation.
and shot will not go. Rebound by Tyler Arnold. Nice box out by Arnold, and he does pull down the board. Cotto with the ball. He'll put it on the baseline. Dish it to Evan Mead, but Evan was not expecting that ball. Roll back quickly. Draws the
And
foul.
he's going to be fouled by Andrew Seaman. And that will be number 3 for Andrew Seaman as he fouls Roll.
So that foul was on number 30, Andrew Seaman. How many fouls is that on Seaman?
That's 3.
3. Okay.
Evan Mead was not expecting that pass. Had he been expecting it, though, that would have been.
It would have
he
been
had a good shot.
Nice look. He had a nice open look. He probably could have taken it in.
So here's Clay Roll to the free throw line.
So Roll has a chance to give Adena a 3-point lead. Misses on the first shot.
A little bit hard off the back of the rim. That'd be one of them good design free throws if you're trying to miss it, because it can kick right back to you.
Kick,
but not when you're wanting to make them. That's not a good one. So Clay with a second. He does get it to drop, however. And now there's a 2-point difference, 48-46.
13 points for Roll on the night.
Roll and Barnes, those have been the 2 scores for Adena this evening. As you said, 14 for Roll.
And Peebles
showing some patience there.
Tyler Arnold will put it up, spin around, and doesn't get the ball to go, but Cotto with the rebound, and he's out of bounds. Uric came up with it, but unfortunately he was sitting on the line, so it's going to be a turnover. Hate to call that a turnover, though, because it was a heads-up play to catch it. But
it is a break for the Peebles Indians.
Blake Justice receives a pass. He'll pull up from the free throw line and drills it. And didn't have much on that. Barnes was in his face on that one. So nice looking shot by Blake Justice as he ties the game.
And we're tied up again.
48-48. Just 6:27 to go in this game. And it's been a great game so far, Andy. It's been back and forth, and neither team has been able to stay in the lead.
I just realized something we forgot to do there, Todd. We forgot to put the scoreboard back up for the viewers.
No, that's nice.
Our apologies. But there you have it, 48-48. And we got a tight matchup coming. We can run down real quick. Let's see. Blake is the leading scorer, actually, for the Peebles Indians, as we were mentioning. He's got 21 points on the evening. Still a bit behind the Buddy Barnes scoring machine he's been. Well, actually not bad. He's got 20, so I guess those are your 2 scoring machines. Blake leads the scorers with 21, and Buddy Barnes for Adena has 20.
Yeah, Barnes has been kind of quiet in the second half. He has 2 points, I think, in the second half.
Clay Roll has picked up some steam this second half. Was a bit quiet in the first half, but the second half he's proved different, as he's got 14 already.
Barnes hands it off to Roll. Roll guarded closely by Cottle.
And Uric has been very, he's very, I almost said his name wrong. Urig, if I can get it out there, has been another person who's been rather
shot by Roll. Rebound comes down to Justice. And just under 6 minutes to play.
There's Tyler Cottle in the corner. Gets it over to Evan Mead.
Back to Cottle, and he'll spin around and up and under. Doesn't get it to go, and
rebound
Rolls there with the rebound.
That was a tough shot, and I thought we were going to see a very nice bucket drop in, but it didn't. And Roll will spin. I thought he was going to take it himself, but dishes it off.
And Skaggs loses it out of bounds. It's going to go off of Seaman. So it will stay Adena's possession. We're still knotted at 48, 5:36 to go.
Be sure to stay with us when this is over, as we will pick our next TV Sports Player of the Game for one of these teams, whichever one of these teams that will move on to the Convo. Exciting tournament action. I'd like to thank our sponsors as well tonight. I don't know where that came from. Just thought of it. But
we would like to thank the Athletic Boosters of Peebles who sponsored part of this game and made it possible for us to be here tonight. And also Best Buy Motors. And Urick steps out of ground bounds. The Adena fans want a foul, but the call is out of bounds. And also want to thank
the camera people tonight.
Yes, the camera people, but also we forgot some sponsors, I think. The Chosen Sisters and Parrott, like the Dave Parrott's
Medical. Looks like we are going to get another timeout call.
So we're still knotted at 48, just 5:08 to go in this game.
This is a 30-second timeout taken by the Peebles Indians, I do believe, took that timeout.
So,
yeah,
fans from both sides.
If whatever teams go to the Convo, like to put the word out, hey, we would love to come do some Convo tournament games. Just give us a holler and find out how you could help sponsor us. The fees are a little stiff for the tournament stuff, but we're willing to do it if we're willing to get enough help.
And we've had a great year so far. If this is the last game we do, we definitely appreciate all the sponsorship and everyone that's viewed our games this season, and everyone that's helped us out.
Oh yeah, and the response has been so huge that we're planning on coming back. There's no doubt.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely.
We will be back with
back next year with
bigger, badder,
possibly around a 50-game schedule next year.
Woo!
So yeah,
there's a deep three-pointer from Andrew Seaman off the mark.
Doesn't go. Evan Mead's there for the putback.
His lap.
Doesn't get it to go, and
I think Blake
Justice is going to get the call for the foul.
So missed opportunity there by Evan Mead and the Peebles Indians. Pretty open shot. I think he caught him by surprise and just couldn't get it to drop. And looks like Cottle's going to take a seat as Nathan Stevens checks back in for him.
It is
and Blake picks up his third foul.
Only a sophomore, isn't it? 6'8" sophomore. So Hausman has the potential to develop into a better player as well. And Seaman comes up with that ball, gets it over to Tyler Arnold, down to Evan Mead, wide open underneath, and he gives Peebles a lead. Score is now 50-48 as Peebles pulls out to a 2-point lead.
With 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go, it is anybody's game.
If you look around, though, look at the Peebles side, and the Adena side. I mean, it's like then they're in it.
A little shock and awe, you know.
There's Roll with the ball. He'll take it to the basket. Doesn't get a shot to go. Rebound by Tyler Arnold. Out quickly to Andrew Seaman.
And he
traveled. Yeah. Tough call. One dribble, but, you know, it's...
he felt the pressure coming down his back. I didn't see who the defender was. It might have been Urick there.
I wondered if they were going to get away with that. It definitely looked like a few extra steps to me.
Might have been Urick coming down behind him there. That kind of...
In NBA, that would have been fine, but in high school... As you said, pressure coming behind him. So people still with 2-point lead. Roll with the ball, and it's picked for Blake Justice. And Blake's going to draw the foul. That foul's going to be called on Barnes. That's his fourth foul, I believe. Oh, I'm sorry, no. That's only Barnes' first foul, if it is on him. No, it was...
That is on number 34. That is Buddy Barnes. You're right. Team's fourth.
Well, I started out not being able to call them very well, but now...
almost a steal there by Zach Skaggs. Almost got a hand in there.
Blake Justice will take it to the rim, and he loses it as he goes into 3 defenders. No call either way. Barnes dished it down to Urick. Urick underneath and gets it to fall. And he'll head to the line for a chance at a 3-point play, which will give them the lead. So now the Adena fans seem to be a little more animated.
It's a back and forth. I love it. This is another great game. So Urick, like I said, had been a little bit quiet, has made a couple streaky moments, has now a chance to really voice his playing ability as he knocks that one down and puts them ahead now, 51-50.
So Peebles with a couple opportunities to take an extended lead there, but now Adena pulls back ahead by 1.
Nathan Stevens trying to direct traffic up top and get something going.
Gets it to Justice and
Gets it
get
knocked
a hand
away.
on it.
And
Just
Blake will pull up for a long three off the mark.
He's got to go. And Andrew Seaman tracks it down.
And he's going to be
Manages
trapped
stay
in the corner if
bounds.
he's not careful. Do we get a technical or timeout? We got a
No,
technical called. I think they're going to call that on
Oh, they did.
Buddy Barnes, I do believe.
They got him with an elbow, I believe. And so Peebles will be shooting down here.
And I believe they've been, that might have been what was discussed earlier about the play style, telling them to keep the elbows down and such. It's hard to say.
Could have been. Could have definitely been. Got a little rough there at one time, but now it seemed to, clean up a little bit.
I didn't see the elbow, but the refs apparently did.
And Justice uses all the rim and gets it to fall. So we're tied to 51 now with 3:16 to go. And the key thing with this, Andy, is they'll get another shot, but they'll also get the ball
They get
out.
the ball back, and Blake makes good on it.
So Peebles takes the lead by 1, and we'll have the ball out on the side. And that is second foul on Barnes.
So Peebles now, 1 point difference. They're up on top, 52-51. Over
And
the
Nathan
Adena
Stevens
Warriors.
with the ball.
These two Indians going at it tonight.
Yes.
Oh, Urick almost gets a
Pass
hand in there.
Close,
Gets it stolen.
Close there to Blake Justice. Tyler Arnold will put it on the ground, take it to the butt, dish it off. Nice
Looks like
intended
he
pass
should
to
have
Nathan
took a shot,
Stevens,
but-
but Barnes was right there to pick it off.
Very smart play by Barnes. Good eye to see that pass and able to get a hand in there and pick it off.
Now Roll with the ball, and he'll pull it out. I expect you to see the ball go to him quite frequently here in
Yeah.
the final minutes of this game.
Yep.
He'll pull up just inside the free throw
And
line.
Nathan
Can't get it to
Stevens pulls
fall.
it down, gets it out to Blake Justice. Thought
So-
maybe they're going to run the court there, but they're going to slow it up, play their offense.
Close game, Peebles by 1. Justice will put it on the floor, draw the foul, and he'll head to the line.
I believe Urick's going to be called for that foul, number 12.
And that's his 4th foul, isn't it?
If it is.
If it is him.
And it is.
Calls in number 12. Colin Urick, it's his 4th.
So momentum's shifted here a little bit, Andy. I mean, you kind of feel now that.
I feel like
still
it's
only
more
1
on an even
point,
keel.
But yeah,
I feel like
it
definitely feel like
is.
it's more on an even level now.
So before you felt like Peebles was just kind of getting back, but then they couldn't maintain it. But now they seem to be sticking around.
And possibly gaining momentum.
Yeah,
over top
actually,
of
he
the
gets a
Adena
chance to
Warriors.
put them up by 3 points here if he makes this free throw. And he does that. So
The freshman, Blake Justice.
freshman hits 2 more free throws and gives him a 3-point lead. So just under 2.5 to go in this game. And Peebles will bring the defense up and meet Adena. And Barnes bobbles it.
Almost loses it.
but
And Blake is going to get called for a foul, and that will be his 4th.
that's Blake's 4th foul. That is the 6th. Is that the 16th foul
That'd
or
be the
17th
seventh.
foul? Okay, so they'll head to the line for 1-on-1. And even more there, that's Blake's 4th
Blake's
foul.
4th, and they get to shoot bonuses, 1-1.
So he'll have to play smart. I doubt you'll see him come out of the game. He may.
I doubt.
But I doubt it. And Roll gets the first shot to go, so if he makes the next one, he'll pull his team to within 1. Adena, not a team that we've seen in the regular season this year.
It is not, and they have tied it.
They're still down by 1.
That'd be our scorer's fault. He's fired. He missed one of the Peebles points. We got that straight now. 54-53. 1 point difference. Peebles on top. And with possession.
Stevens with the ball. He'll drive. Gets it to Evan Mead at the top of the key.
Evan not normally a 3-point shooter. We have seen him drill a couple, though.
And then Peebles will be content. Make him come out and guard them. Seaman will put it on the ground. He'll drive and gets it to go. So Peebles looked like they were waiting, got him drawn out, and Seaman put it on the floor and went in for 2. So the score is now 56-53. The Indians ahead by 3.
Indians fans are on their feet.
Definitely are. A sea of red across from us. We have a better view of the Indians fans because they are opposite of our table.
Adena needs to find a good look at the basket. They don't want to force, and there's a pretty good look by a
And
very
Barnes-
good shooter tonight.
Barnes gets it to drive in and gets it to go. So he pulls it Adena to within 1 again. So Justice with the ball, and Adena has extended their defense as Peebles has extended their offense out as well. Seaman will put it on a pull
little
up.
floater, no
doesn't
good,
get it to
short.
go.
Little rush.
So Adena with the ball and a chance to take the lead for first time in a few minutes here. And Barnes having some trouble.
And we got
Timeout's
a
going to be
timeout,
called
Adena.
by Adena. So 56-55, Andy. 1:02 to go in this game. It's going to come down to be a close one, I think.
And they're going to take a full timeout. We're going to take a quick word from our sponsors and bring everybody right back.
Best Buy Motors offers the lowest prices in town. Most all vehicles are priced at $59.95 or lower. 1-year warranty with unlimited mileage is available. All trade-ins are welcome, and easy financing is available. Best Buy Motors, located on Main Street in Peebles, Ohio. If you would like to advertise with thenexttvsports.com, give us a call at the number below and talk to one of our representatives today.
And we're back to Waverly High score. 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining in this game. The score is 56-55. The Peebles Indians ahead of the Adena Warriors by 1 point. Wow.
1 minute to go in this matchup. The winner moves on to Convo. The loser
Games
will go
like
home
this,
till next
Andy, that
year.
makes you want to cover every game. So, and as we said earlier, we'll be covering a lot more, but we do have a substantial fee. We have to pay a media fee. We have to pay for every tournament game.
Yep, we'd love to find some sponsors willing to help us pay these media fees so we could do every game at the Convo. Wouldn't that be awesome?
And Roll gets open. He'll take it to the rim and draws the foul, but does not get the shot to go.
But he will go and shoot a pair from the line.
So just under a minute to play, and he will head to the line for 2 shots.
Foul on number 3, Nathan Stevens.
And Nathan Stevens will be called for that foul, his 4th.
Team number 8.
By a little breakdown here, a game following this game will be Piketon against. They're playing.
Roll ties it up, 56-56.
If I can find them on here, Piketon's playing Westfalls the next game.
And
Roll
he
gets a
drills
buck
the
to go,
second
so
one.
Peebles goes ahead Adena goes ahead by 1. So Peebles trailing by 1 point. They have the possession. Stevens with the ball. Looks like they're trying to run Blake off of a screen. Evan Mead has it. Dishes it down to Seaman. Seaman will turn around and gets it to drop. So clutch shot by Seaman underneath and gives Peebles a 1 point lead. So Adena with plenty of time. And if
30
you're Peebles,
seconds.
you probably don't want him to run all this down.
The Peebles
But,
crowd's on
play
their
Roll
feet.
with the ball, and he'll put it on the floor, and he'll drive baseline and
They
gets it
just
to go.
gave that one way too
Offensive foul call. They called a charge,
They
Andy.
called a charge.
Oh, my. Player control foul called on Adena. What a costly call.
I completely missed that one.
And so it's going to be Peebles' ball underneath.
And Adena's wanting some pressure put on. The coach is yelling down there, telling him to get down there and press.
So Peebles ahead by 1. That could have been, oh, my.
And now we've got a timeout call.
Oh, man. That was, I thought for sure he was heading to the free throw line.
Well, I did too.
And then I saw the referee call the player control foul. And who did draw? Who drew that foul? I didn't even notice.
I don't know. But now with 20 seconds left to go,
That was Evan Mead who drew that charge.
Evan Mead standing his ground, huh?
Standing his ground underneath. That was a huge call. So now Peebles going to have the ball up by 1.
With 20
And
seconds, they got to get it inbounds.
You got to figure Adena's going to play some tough defense, try to steal the ball. But if not, they're going to have to foul if they keep it for too long because Peebles doesn't have to score.
Now, this is not a inbounds after a bucket, so they need to be careful. We've seen this one time before where they played the reversal move, and it does not look like that will be the case this time.
And it looks like the police officer is throwing someone out of the game.
It's a rowdy Peebles fan, I suppose, or at least they're on that side of the gym anyway, on the home
Not sure,
team's bench.
What happened there may have said something. They do get the ball into Evan Mead, and they're not fouling him.
And they do finally get a foul.
Peebles gets it. They don't. Peebles gets a timeout.
Call timeout. Okay.
So they didn't want to foul there because you actually still with that, how many seconds were? They still have to get it across the half-court line. So you don't want to foul too early. And it got Evan Mead stuck in the corner. So 17.6 seconds. Peebles ahead by 1 point. Score is 58-57. What a game. That's all I can say. What a game. You know, it's we have the privilege to cover these games, and sometimes you get caught up in them as well.
Absolutely. And the winner, like we've said, the winner of this will face Ironton on, looks like the 24th. I'm not sure what day that is, but it's the 24th of February at the Convo at 2 p.m. So that will be what happens to the winner of this game anyway. They'll play Ironton again on the 24th at 2 p.m. at the Convo at Athens. And right now, it's anybody's game still. Peebles is on top, 58-57.
Well, Andy, you got to figure this is going to come down to free throws, because the Peebles, if they get the ball in bounds and Adena does not get a steal, they're going to have to foul at some point. Now, they may, give them the time. They may try to make Peebles get it across the half-court line first. But Tyler Arnold receives the pass, and he is going to get it to Nathan Stevens.
And they're going to foul Nathan Stevens.
So 14 seconds to go.
And it looks like Barnes was the one who committed that foul, as he has a couple to give. That was his third.
We're in the 1-and-1, so Nathan Stevens will head to the line.
So they thought they were lining up there. I'm like, wait a second.
Okay, so Peebles got a timeout before that foul, Andy. Oh,
wow.
What a call.
What a way to
call.
See, that's playing the clock right there.
Oh, man.
I don't know how many he's got left, but that's a pretty smart move. I never
That's
even
kind of
considered
impressive,
that.
actually, because now you got to figure they get the ball in, they can foul immediately, but still, that's...
Well, the thing is 2 more fouls, it's double bonus, so that might be a way of...
Well, that foul shouldn't
prolongs
count.
That, yeah.
That shouldn't count, should it, if the timeout was before the foul?
No, it doesn't. I don't know where that came from. I just looked up and saw 8-8 on the fouls and went with something completely incorrect, but... The situation is what it is.
Well, I didn't mean to call that out, but I thought maybe they did have the foul still charged, and I was trying to clear that up. So.
It just happened.
So
here we go.
Again,
14 seconds.
Two ways to look at that, Andy. Another way is now Adena has another chance to steal an inbound pass. 14 seconds, 1 point lead by Peebles. And they get the ball into
and Barnes will foul Seaman.
They get the ball into Seaman, and he's fouled immediately. So 9.9 seconds went off the clock.
It's 4 fouls for Barnes now.
And Seaman will head to the line for 1-on-1.
Very crucial.
Hits both of these, it gives him a 3-point lead.
This is very crucial 1-on-1s. You need to make them both. You got to make them both.
You need to make them both, and then the thing, even if he doesn't make them both, Adena still has to score.
They're an excellent 3-point shooting team, and you can't give them an easy 3-point.
A lot of pressure for Seaman, who is
very quickly throws that one up, and he's short.
And Adena gets a timeout.
Wow,
so, tough break.
He shot that pretty quick. Didn't take much time to think about that one, and it was really, really short. And they're going to call a full timeout.
Andrew Seaman,
we'll take a full timeout as well.
6-foot sophomore there.
We'll be back right after this quick commercial break.
The Adams County Medical Group presents Dr. David B. Parrott. Dr. Parrott is board certified and has over 10 years experience. Same-day appointments are available and they accept most insurances. Evening appointments are available as needed. They are open Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you would like to advertise with thenexttvsports.com, give us a call at the number below and talk to one of our representatives today.
And we're back here at Waverly, Ohio for the final 10 seconds of this exciting matchup between the Peebles Indians and the Adena Warriors.
Exciting hit has been. 10.2 seconds. Adena with the ball. Peebles had a chance at the line. Could not hit the front of the 1-on-1. So
big time battle of the Indians.
Now 58-57. So the question now is Adena. I think you try to get a score. Peebles, if they do, Peebles still may have some time on the clock. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. First, Adena has to get the ball in bounds.
And they're struggling. Almost a 5-second call.
Play roll.
And that's
knocked
knocked
out
away.
of bounds. And looks like Peebles got a handle. So 7.5 seconds to go.
Well, this is an exciting one. Both sides of this gym is on their feet. No matter what happens, this is definitely one of our classic games.
It definitely is. It's almost like I don't want to look.
They do get it in, and it's to a very dangerous Barnes. He's fouled. Fouls on the floor, no bucket.
So he'll go to the line.
But that may not matter. Barnes is incredible from the line.
Well, he'll go to the line to shoot a 1-on-1, and Blake's fouled out of the game. That's a bad thing, too. So Justice just fouled out of the game. Great game by Blake.
Team number 9.
And a very, very dangerous Barnes goes to the line.
He does. He goes to the line with a chance to put them up by 1 here. Of course, it is 1-1, so he has to hit the free throw. And yet, for Peebles, you got to box out. If he misses this, you got to get the rebound.
You do. Get both of these, go up by 1, leave Peebles 4 seconds to do something.
So Barnes, who is a junior at the line,
He shot that one a bit tough.
he hits the first one, so he ties it up. He'll have one more shot to take the lead.
Unique free throw style.
And of course, does Peebles have any timeouts left? I'm not sure, but they will have 4.5 seconds to get another score. Second shot is good, so Adena takes a 1-point lead.
And they will call a timeout with 4.5 seconds to go.
That's going to be a full timeout. So
We want to take a timeout, or you want to stay right here?
I'd say let's stay here. That's
fine by
4.5
me.
seconds to go in this game. Peebles is going to have basically 4.5 seconds to win this game. I mean, anything.
It's very possible
they
because
could get fouled and they could go to the line and make one.
they cannot give up a foul. That's exactly it. Adena has no fouls to give up. They foul again, and you're looking double bonus. You're going to send a Peebles player to the line for 2. So if Peebles can get it in and just make a fast dribble down the court, take the best shot you can. I mean, the odds are actually pretty good standings for the Peebles Indians if they want to win this.
That's not bad. 4.5 seconds. I mean, that's plenty of time to, depending on the defense.
I'd rather be in Adena's shoes, though, to be quite honest.
Yeah, you would. You would.
They got to be feeling a little more comfortable, but either way, you won't feel comfortable until the final buzzer is going off and you're on top. But
well, you kind of hate to see either of these teams lose this game because it's been such a hard-fought game.
It has.
One of the things I will say, Andy, I have been impressed with Peebles in the tournament. We've, covered 2 of their games now. They definitely come on strong.
So we'll see what happens here with this inbounds. 4.5 seconds left to go.
The ball comes into Seaman. Seaman will get it. He'll take the 3.
Makes a good shot.
And he nails it!
Oh, my God!
Oh, my! At the buzzer!
Oh, my goodness!
At the buzzer, he drilled
The
the
place is going crazy.
Oh, my! Think about that, though, Andy. That's the guy that went to the line with a chance to win the game, to give him a 3-point lead, and he missed the front end of the 1-and-1, and he comes down at the buzzer and drills a 3 to win this game for the Indians. Oh, my, what a clutch shot. What a clutch shot.
Oh, my goodness. What a great performance by both of these teams tonight.
Oh, my.
What an incredible performance. What a clutch shot.
And the point, I will have to give him this. At the line, I was a little, we were a little critical because, it may have rushed out a little bit and he didn't get it to go. But what poise he showed at the end of the game there.
What a tough
he
break for
gave the
Adena,
fake, stepped out of it, and then pulled up for the 3 and drilled it.
What a tough break for
my.
Adena. I'll tell you, Adena's going to be back here next year. They are a very strong team. As you said, 1 senior leaves this year. And you will see Adena right here again next year. As for Peebles, they will move on. And guess what? They will play Ironton at 2 o'clock on the 24th. And that should be a very good matchup as well because Ironton, with a big upset last night, defeating the undefeated 15-0 South Point team. Ironton started this tournament at 6-8. Peebles comes in at 6-10.
Yeah,
who would have thought it?
Who would have thought that? I mean, what a shot. What a shot at the buzzer. And I think we got this one. This shot. So
I think we'll just stay right here.
We will stay around. We'll try to get an interview at the end of the game, but we will go over some of the stats for the game. But
they were going to cut the nets.
I mean, I felt bad for Seaman there, too. He was at the line, 1-on-1, couldn't get that front end to go. And you got to imagine what was going through his mind. And then to come down and hit the winning play of the game and to drill a 3-pointer to give him the win.
And the coach is going to let Andrew cut the net and followed up by the seniors. So it's a nice touch.
That's great. I'm just glad we were here to catch that. I am glad we were here to see that. I mean, what a game. Came down to the wire. And, a game like this, really, you expect it to end this way, kind of. I mean, it was back and forth, and neither team really asserting, total dominance on the game. The Peebles did come away with it.
So Blake Justice getting his shot at cutting it. Well, Todd, we're going to have to start thinking about our player of the game here.
Yeah, let's see. I'll have,
Well, they cut the net.
I'll have to deliberate on this for a while.
I mean, you're right. That's very tough because you got. Let's take a look at the scorings here. As we're looking at Blake Justice, 25 points on the night, and of course there's Andrew Seaman with 13. But wow,
Yeah, it's tough not to. I mean, you definitely, if we had a play of the game, that would definitely be it.
so we'll think about that.
We'll take we'll just stay on the floor. We'll get some footage from. We will stay here and get some footage for you, and we're going to tally up some stats, and we'll be back with that here in a few.
The Indians advance to the district tournament February 24th at 2 p.m. The Convocation Center on the campus of Ohio University, Athens.
Well, Andy, we're back here for our post-game show, and man, what a game it was. And we had some complimentary footage there of people cutting down the nets. And so let's run down our scores for the game. Let's take a look at the. You want to go over the Adena scores for the first game totals?
Take a look at Adena and see how they did with their scoring on the night. Their leading scorer was number 34. Number 34, Buddy Barnes, as he finishes the night with 24 points. Clam Roll got 18 points for the Adena Warriors. Colin Urig ended the night with 11. And looks like Logan Hauserman as well as Zach Skaggs both finished with 3 points on the night, Todd.
Okay, for Peebles, it looks like leading scorer for the game and for Peebles was Blake Justice with 25, followed by Andrew Seaman with 13, 3 of those including that miraculous last-second shot, followed by Nathan Stevens with 10, and we have Evan Mead with 9, and Tyler Arnold with 4. So now let's take a look at some of the other stats. Turnovers for Peebles. Peebles came in with, or ended the night with 12 turnovers. Adena had 17. And it looks like rebounds. Peebles finished the night with 11 offensive and 10 defensive boards for a total of 21. Adena, on the other hand, had 6 offensive boards and 13 defensive, and their total was 19. So boards pretty close. Offensive rebounds definitely in the favor of Peebles, 11-6. So that definitely helped them out, and kind of surprising given Adena's 6'8" player underneath. Free throws, looks like Peebles was 12 for 20, and Adena was 17 for 22. So Adena's shooting some really good free throw percentage, as we saw at the end of the game when Barnes hit those 2 free throws at the end to give them a 1-point lead. So there you have it, Andy. That's the stats for tonight's game.
Excellent rundown. Well, we have one other chore now. Our player of the game.
Yes.
That's a tough, very tough call, and I know that we both had an agreement on one of them, which was the guy that nailed that final 3-point shot. So it's pretty unanimous that we're going to give him, Andrew Seaman, the player of the game for that 3-point shot. But we also we'd like to nominate a runner-up.
Yeah, or it's close. A tie basically. I mean, Blake Justice, 25 points in his free throws at the end of the game. You cannot overlook that. It's also hard to overlook that last-second shot by Andrew Seaman. So there you have it. Our player of the game is Andrew Seaman for tonight. And the final score was 59-61, and we will try to get some interviews. I definitely think we can probably get an interview with Coach McFarland. We'll try for an interview with Coach Postage as well. But anyway, thanks for joining us tonight. The final score was 61-59. The Peebles Indians upset the Adena Warriors by 2 points. And I'm Todd Mitchell, and I hope you've enjoyed tonight's high school boys broadcast here from Waverly High School. And as again I said, I'm Todd Mitchell, and joined by Andy Bockham, and hope you have a great evening.
We'll see you next time here from Next TV Sports.
All right, thanks for joining us on the post-game show. I'm Todd Mitchell. I'm here with Coach McFarland. Coach, all I can say is wow.
Wow. Sorry if my kids get a smile off my face, but I'm just so happy right now for the kids with what they did. It was a nice job out there tonight.
Let's back it up a little bit. Let's go to coming in here tonight. What was your strategy against Adena?
Our strategy coming in, we looked at it. They had a real great scorer in the roll boy and a very nice player. He's a nice player. I thought Andrew did a good job on him. He held him solid, 10 points first half, 11 the second half, and that's a pretty good job because he can score. We knew Evan had to be physical and move with the big kid inside, and he did a very nice job on him. We knew we had to rebound. Our kids did a nice job rebounding. We had a good total effort tonight out of the 6 kids that got in the game, and boy, they did a nice job. Nathan did another nice defensive job out there on the point. Tyler Arnold had 4 points, I think, tonight, but boy, he played a nice floor game. He did some good things. I could talk about all of them. Blake had an excellent game. He hit some shots, knocked down some shots at crucial times, and I was real glad to see him step up. I wasn't real happy with a couple of the fouls he got, but that was, just freshmen, trying to make something happen, and we can live with that. And like I said, Evan did a great job. Tyler Caudell, TC came in off the bench, did a nice job. We had good effort out of everybody. I'm hoping I didn't forget everybody. I'm pretty sure I said all of them.
Well, it looks like
did a nice job.
It looks like the drive was definitely there. I mean, Adena went up by 9 points, 11 points there, I think, a couple times. But Peebles, you guys just managed to claw your way back. And I think a lot of it was 3-point shooting and just tenacity. You came back.
Yeah, they'd go up 7-9 on us and seemed like we'd come down, never lost our focus. We'd hit a 3, come down, play some good hard D, get a steal, and get it back down to 5, and then get it to 3, and then they may jump it back up. And then finally, we were able to get it down to where we were 1 point behind, or actually tied it up. And our kids knew then that they had the ability to take the game. And I thought our kids did a nice job. We took some quick shots at the end that, when we were trying to work the ball and we were ahead, we knew that they'd have to come out and get us. And, it's like a hot potato for us. But we're learning. The kids are doing better with it. And, everything worked out well. It's not the way I drew it up, but, hey, it's a sectional win, championship win, and that's a great feeling for all of us.
Well, I noticed you went into the second half. Like Barnes had 18 points in the first half, which I didn't expect that because we haven't followed Adena, but I think he's not known as one of their leading scorers. But what did you say to your team when you went into halftime?
Well, when we went in, I told them, we're 4 points down. I said, we just got to keep working hard. I said, better decisions when we get up the floor. We got to do better, make better decisions out of our offense. Don't take the quick shots. So we've got the ability to get it to the hole on these guys and, attack the glass. And the second half, we came out and one of the coaches walked up to me and he said, Barnes boy's got 18. And he had 18 out of 35. And I said, wow. I said right now, who wants to step up and stop this kid? And Blake said, I will. Blake went out and held him to 6 points in the second half. And I think 4 of them were probably in the last minute. But I tell you what, it came out right off the bat. He's been bringing the ball before. Blake steals it off of him, go down and converts a layup. And, that kind of set the tone. He got out into him and, it kind of took him out of the game.
Like you said, it seemed like Adena had the edge in the first half a little bit, and then finally once you overcame and took the lead, it's like the momentum shifted a little bit to Peebles then. Now that we got that all out of the way, let's talk about the final seconds of the game. I noticed that, Andrew Seaman goes to the line and has a chance at a 1-on-1, leaves the first one a little short, and don't get to rebound, but then has the composure to the end of the game to not only take the shot, but to get a good shot, couple fakes, and square up and still drill it. So give me your thoughts on that.
Tell you what, at the end of the game, we were working to get the ball in bounds, and they were picking us up. We got it in bounds and couldn't advance it up floor, so I had to use timeouts, a couple timeouts there just when we got it in because we couldn't move it up the floor and let the clock run off. And we kept doing a nice job, and we got down the floor and got it in and took a quick shot again. And it gave them an opportunity to go down. No, actually, you're right. We did. We got it in. Andrew got fouled and went to the line. We pulled everybody back. We didn't dream. And like I said, when he first shot, I thought, oh, man, he's airballed this. And it hit the front of the rim. It came down, and we did a pretty nice job. They called a timeout, and we forced him to get in. And we almost had a turnover when they had to try and get back in. The kid turned and called for a timeout, and he didn't have it. And finally, he just let go of it, and they ended up getting it. And, we kind of lost our composure, let him get to the basket. He got in, got fouled, and I think we got is the score right, 61-59?
Yes.
Okay, so he knocked down.
He hit both his free
throws. That's right. It was on the floor, 1-on-1. He hit both the free throws. I called timeout, and I said, listen, guys, 4.5 on the clock. I said, all we got to do, we just got to get the ball down the floor as quick as we can, find the best shot available. I said, don't settle for a forced shot. We got guys all over the floor, look for him, and I wanted Andrew to get it because I knew he would push it hard. Well, he pushed it down, got a little bit of resistance. He composed himself, used a shot fake. 2 kids went by him. He raised up, got an open look, and knocked it down. I wish I would have drawn it up like that, but, for a sophomore, he said, I'm going to nail this, and he knocked it down.
Yeah, great shot. Another thing I noticed, and it's back a little bit, is your usage of the timeout. He actually managed to call some crucial timeouts there and cut some more time off the clock.
Yeah, we cut a few seconds off. Like I said, the first time was 17. Well, we got it in. Couldn't advance it, so I had to call timeout. We ran 3 seconds off. The next time, we got it down to 10, but we were still having trouble getting it up the floor. It was a good thing I had 4 timeouts left at that time. And, the kids did a nice job. And actually, the last timeout I called, Nathan actually got fouled, but I was calling for the timeout because he was in the corner being trapped. And, it worked out. We got it in, and the next time and we got fouled. We didn't hit the free throws. 12 for 20 at the line is not what we're looking for. But, we're going to work on that this week, and hopefully the kids come out ready to go next Sunday.
Coach, it's been a great tournament and a great win for a young team. And congratulations on your victory. And we'll look forward to seeing you in Athens at the districts.
Yeah, district semifinals next Sunday at 2 o'clock at the Convo. And I'd like to thank all of our supporters. We'd like to thank the boosters for allowing this to happen tonight. And hopefully we can get some more people out there so we can get this game done up at Athens.
Well, thanks, Coach. Thanks, and congratulations again. You've been watching Next TV Sports. I'm Todd Mitchell, and have a great night.